your ass till about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Happy Feast of Dedication! Happy Hanukkah to you guys! Shalom! It is the Feast of Dedication, you guys, and we are having such an amazing time right about now. I got calls coming through, y'all, but they just got to wait for 1 second, okay? I just want to step in and say hello to you guys. Hope y'all having an amazing feast with y'all family and all of that good stuff. And in the meantime, we have done a couple of things today, and we are getting ready to eat our dinner, take some more family pictures and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, happy feast day to y'all. I just want to chime in and say shalom. I am so excited. Y'all see my little necklace that I got for Hanukkah, y'all? It says Yahuwah. Yes, I'll see y'all in a little while.
2 hours later.
We ready to grub, y'all. Hello. Happy Feast of Dedication.
Happy Feast of Dedication. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
I've been feeling overwhelmed lately. Can't let my thoughts overtake me. Trying to seek you in everything I do. I'm just trying to be more like you. Working on my attitude and my patience. Psalms 28:7, you are my strength. In you I shall trust. With you there's no rush. There's so many things. That's why I can't let go. In you I'm not alone, but I'm righting my wrongs. For you I write these songs. Never leave me alone. I need you, don't let go. I sympathize for how you feel, for all you did. I apologize for even doubting you when you worked. 'Cause you've worked on me, you worked on me. Promise that you never would meet another one like he. 'Cause he has word, you have word, you have word on me. I'm writing my wrongs. There's so many things the Most High has freed me from. Mental prison, unforgiveness, worry, doubt.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another day in the vlog. Today is Thursday. My son has been out of school for almost 2 weeks now, and I just wanted to kind of like relax, chill, and hang out with him a little bit. Didn't want to do too much vlogging or being on YouTube, but I am here today and I am going to go ahead and take him out. I really didn't feel like doing no Chuck E. Cheese or anything like that, you guys, so I'm going to just take him maybe out to eat or something like that. So that's what we're getting ready to do right now, and we're about to get ready to head out the house. I'll take you guys along with us, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Do a lot of recording inside, you guys. I just wanted to eat, and now we are about to get ready to get out of here and go back to the house. Sorry, y'all. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another day in the vlog. This is now January, so for some of you guys this is going to be your brand new year, but if you are Israelite, you already know this is not technically the new year according to Yahuwah. Okay, he said that the new year begins in the spring because in the winter time everything dies. Okay, all of the leaves and everything wither off trees and everything dies, and in the spring all of the trees and leaves and everything grow back, and that is considered newness. Okay, so our new year starts in the spring, your new year starts now. However, whatever, happy new year to you. And in the meantime, you guys, I have taken down all of my Hanukkah decorations. Everything is put away for the Feast of Dedication. I cleaned off everything. I got 2 loads of laundry going. I got a lot of things going on. I've been in my little back office today doing some work. I have some emails. I have some collaborations coming up, you guys. So I'll probably bring you guys a couple of little winter fashion pieces or something like that. And it's been raining like for 2 days. Okay, it rained yesterday, it rained today, it has stopped raining. It was cold and then it warmed up on Thursday, and now it's back cold again outside. Florida weather is very bipolar. I'm in the state of Florida, and so we just don't know what we're gonna get. But in the meantime, you guys, so I have now took down all of this is where my sign was at, right here behind me, that said Feast of Dedication. Is all the way taken down now. I have also changed my entire table back to normal. Okay, so I also took down all of the Hanukkah decorations that were out in the front room too as well. I think I want to kind of close out my vlog today, but before I do that, I do want to show you guys how I make my unleavened bread recipe. And in the meantime, the reason I do these vlogs, you guys, is because I want to have some memories for my son to be able to look back on. Like if I am no longer here on this earth, I wanted him to have some memories that he can look back on and see his mommy. Okay, he also likes to watch these videos. Sometimes I'll catch him watching my videos. I can hear my voice in the house and I'm like, you watching my videos? But sometimes he'll do stuff like that. So yeah, I just want to leave some type of something of me behind that my family and my son or whatever would be able to remember me by. So that's one of the reasons I like to vlog. So now that the Sabbath day and everything is over with, and although it is Sunday, I did not see the need for me to wait till Monday to get a lot of things done. So I started doing some work. I got some orders back there. I'm going to package up my orders from my little boutique. I have something to ship out. I'm gonna go to the mail post office tomorrow though, because they're not open today, of course. So I got that going on. I'm gonna probably edit this video. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then I'm gonna do some unleavened bread. Oh, you know what? If you guys wanna get the Israelite calendar, I probably can put the email in my description box below. So if you don't have the calendar for 2024, the Israelite calendar, you know what, as a matter of fact, let me show you how the calendar looks, because you can get it for free, okay? But it's gonna be on your computer, so it's digital, okay? So let me see if I can show you guys, because I gotta take you in my office. It's a little mess back there. Hold on, let me take y'all to my office. By the way, this is my little outfit of the day at home. I am chilling, you guys. I don't have on any shoes. So this is how I am looking and lounging at the crib today. So yeah, this is my little outfit of the day. Okay, so here we go. Let me see. Okay, so let me see if I can show you guys the Hebrew calendar and what it will possibly look like. I know it's kind of crazy to look at it this way, you guys, but okay, so it's gonna look like this. Okay, let me turn this light off so it won't be no reflection. Let me see if y'all can see that. So it's gonna look like this, okay? And it's gonna be for an entire year, and you can get it for free. All you gotta do is use the email that I'm gonna link on the description box below, and just say that you're requesting the digital calendar, and they'll send it over to you for free. It has all of the feast days on it, the main ones, okay? Your Sabbath days, your new moon, everything on it for the entire year. But as you can see, our new year actually starts March the 14th in the month of Abib. Okay. So this year, I no longer want to mess with really big calendars. I got a calendar system out of Etsy for this little organizer that I tote around everywhere I go. Okay, this is like my budget, my wallet, my credit cards, everything is in this thing. Okay, it's crazy, but I carry everything in it. So right here, I have like a really thin area for calendar like this, and it has 2024, and look how thin it is. And I get it off of Etsy, y'all. You see how thin that is? This is my whole 2020. I don't want to like flip through it because I already copied stuff from my Hebrew calendar and put it on there, and I put some personal stuff on there, so we ain't gonna go there, okay? But yeah, so you can get something like that off of Etsy for a really good price. Oh, but you gotta have an organizer, my bad, duh. So in my opinion, that system works really well for me. I don't want to buy any more big calendars out of the store anymore. I don't do those things because every year you got to discard them. It's like a hardback and stuff. This organizer, I could just shred that in my shredder that's in here and order another one for next year. So I just copy my high holy days and stuff off of my digital, and then I just put it to my small little planner, and then I have that when I'm on the go, so I can still kind of know what I have to do when I have to plan or organize things when I'm outside of the house. Okay, some of you guys who know me from my past, you guys know that I have like a little G Lavish boutique, and it looks like this. Okay, so I'm just going to be packaging up some orders that I got from the store and go ahead and get those things out of here. That's what I was working on today. I'm not going to be restocking these hats though, because I just feel like, I don't know, people still buy these hats, but they are like so 2 years ago to me, you know, so I don't feel the need to restock this. I have sold out of all of the brooches and stuff that's in that store, so pretty much I'm just going to get this stuff packaged up so I could get all of this stuff out to the mailbox tomorrow. So other than working on this stuff today, I've also been willing and dealing with the sponsors through my email. So I've already ordered some of the stuff that they wanted me to go and order from their sites, so I'll be able to bring that stuff to you guys too in a little while. Okay, you guys, let me go ahead and finish up all my little office work, all of my little housework, because I have my mommy duties. This little coffee is so watered down, y'all. I ain't even really get a chance to drink it. That's how busy I've been. But I'm gonna finish up everything, and then we're going to make some unleavened bread.
2 hours later.
Okay, now that I've gotten all of that stuff out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and get started on the unleavened bread. We are now back in my little kitchen here. So I have a big thing of flour right here. I keep a lot of flour in the house because I like to make stuff. And I'm going to just put some oil in my pan and turn the fire on so I can get that heated up. Let's do it right now. I got the oil in the pan. I turned the eye on extremely low because of course I don't want it to get hot yet because I still got to make the bread. I only need 2 cups of flour because it's just me and my son. My son is always asking me to make this, you guys. I have my little cup thing right here that I'm going to measure my 2 cups with. I usually only like to make this on the Sabbath day, which is when I started making it. It was only for Sabbath day, but, or you know, Passover and stuff like that too. But my son, excuse me you guys, my phone is distracting me. I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 cups of flour. So I have 1 cup right here. I'm just gonna put it in here. My son is always asking me to make this, y'all, okay, because I like to make it 2 ways. So I make it you can use this recipe and make your unleavened bread a couple of ways if you want. I have me another cup right here. Okay, so this recipe only calls for 3 simple ingredients, and this is the 3 ingredients I put in it. I use any kind of non-fat Greek yogurt that you have in the house as long as it is plain, okay? And just some simple salt and 2 cups of flour that you just saw me drop into this bowl right here. Of course, I have my cutting board and I have a little bit of flour to the side so that I can knead the bread, okay? And of course, I have to have a roller. So don't forget your roller. This is the other or last thing that you're gonna need to make this bread. So now I'm just gonna take my salt right here and I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt, you guys, just a pinch of salt. You don't need a lot of salt, okay? And of course, this is unleavened bread, so there was no need for me to add any type of baking powder or baking soda. Like I said, it's only these 3 ingredients. So I have a spoon here now. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix the salt into the flour, and then I'm gonna rinse this spoon off and use the same exact spoon to take the yogurt out of the container. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take the yogurt from the container, okay, right here, and I'm going to add it to here. So I don't do measurements, you guys. I'm sorry, unfortunately. I just usually add this yogurt until the consistency, you know, until it turns to dough, but it can't be overly wet and it can't be overly dry. So I'll start off with these 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put 5 because I pretty much make this often, so I kind of know that it's going to take a little bit more than that for 2 cups of flour. And then I just mix it, you guys. I'm going to continue to mix this and add add yogurt until it turns into a dough. Okay, you guys, so I've added several spoons of the yogurt in here and mixed it a little bit with the spoon. So now it's time to get really down and dirty like your grandma do it, you know? So you're gonna have to literally stick your hands in here. If you got some gloves, just make sure your hands is clean. If you don't have any gloves, of course, if you're feeding other people. And so I'm just gonna go right on in here, down and dirty, and make it do what it do. So it's about to get real ugly, y'all. It's gonna feel very, very, very sticky at first, and then you can add more flour to it to balance it out. But as you can see, it's already starting to turn into a ball of dough. It's super sticky too, y'all. So now when you get your consistency right, it should look like a big ball of dough, just like this, okay? So I just blend it together like this. And then I usually leave it in here for about a good 5 minutes, you guys. And I will cover it up like this. And I will let it sit for about 5 minutes and come back. Okay, so now in the meantime, I'm gonna take the flour that I had sitting around and I'm just gonna pour some of it right up here on my board. And I'm gonna go ahead and smooth it out just like this. You're gonna get a little dirty now, so can't be being too cute if you want to make stuff from scratch, because it's going to require you getting dirty. So now I'm going to take my bread right here, okay, that we had earlier. Okay, I'm just going to take the whole thing right out of the bowl, and I'm going to sit it over here, okay? Now, I usually don't do all of this at once. Of course, I'm going to break this into pieces, okay? But I'm just going to get some flour all over it first to get started, okay? To make it a little smooth. Now, you see that? That's a whole big piece of dough. Okay, so I usually just like to break mine in a few pieces, and then I start kneading it like that. I keep flour on it because I don't want it to be too sticky on my hands, to keep my hands from like being so sticky. Okay, so I'm just going to break these up into a couple of sections, and then I'm going to show you guys how I am going to smooth them out. So in the meantime, while I smooth this one out, I'll just leave these in the bowl until I'm ready to use those. So just know that everything is going to get messy, and you just going to have to clean it up when you're done. Okay, so now I like my bread very, very thin. Not extremely thin to the point where it's going to burn, but I do like it thin. So the reason for the yogurt, if you've ever had naan bread, that's pretty much what this is like. And the reason for the yogurt is because it gives it a very smooth, soft texture in the middle, and then the oil, when you fry it, gives it a nice crunch on the edges. Okay, now I don't smooth this out to any pretty perfection. I just knead it out to elongated look. And in the meantime, I have already turned my oil up so that it can get a lot hotter. Make sure I move that out of the way. I'm trying to let you guys see. Okay, so as you can see, this shape, now this is pretty big. I usually don't make them this big too much. I kind of make them a little smaller, and I usually put 2 in the pan at a time. But I'm just gonna do, maybe I'll just try to do one big one for you guys. So as you can see, it's just however I rolled it. Now, if you want to be pretty, I do have like cutters and stuff that you can put on this if you want to go there. But me and my son, we don't need all of that unless I was really gonna be entertaining somebody. You could put a plate on the top of this. If you roll it out really big, cut around the plate and get you a perfect circle, or cut around a bowl and get yourself a perfect circle. Like I said, biscuit cutters and stuff, when I make biscuits, I do use biscuit cutters, but this is just flat unleavened bread with no type of leaven in it, so I don't need anything special for it. I'm just gonna fry it and we're going to eat it. So maybe I'll cut off just a little portion of this so that it won't hang so much all over the pan. Now my son, girl, let me tell y'all, this boy can eat a lot of this bread. Okay, I'm just gonna move this out of the way and just probably drop this. It might be just enough size for the pan that it won't hang over the pan. So my oil is like super duper hot, and you'll know it's hot when the flour do that. Okay, it's super hot. It's hotter than it needs to be. It needs to actually cool off a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that bread right in there. It's so thin. So now again, like I said before, these don't have to be pretty. You can roll them out however you want them. I usually make them like very elongated, and I'll put 2 in the pan at one time. So I just let it sear on one side, and once it starts to brown, I'll flip it over and let it sear on the other side. I did put a little pan right here that I lined up with some foil, okay, that I got over here. And it's just that I can just transfer that right over here to the pan, just like that. Okay, so while that is cooking, I'm just going to continue to repeat the process, okay? And you just continue to make as many pieces as you want, like for however many people are in your house, okay? Same process, nothing different. Make it as big as you want it to be, or as small as you want it to be. My son, he like them big, okay? Same process. Now, I usually flip this either with some tongs, or you could just, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you flip it. Let's see. So it's starting to brown on that side like that. And remember, it's going to stay extra flat. It's not going to rise at all because you don't have any rising in it. And that's pretty much it. Once you see that it begins to turn golden brown and it's getting all brown around the edges like that, that's the way I like mine. So that's why I kind of make it thin, like a thin crust pizza type of dough. And because I like the crunch that is on the edges, and then in the center is going to be very, very soft, and the texture is going to be soft and chewy because you put the yogurt in there. Again, the same process. So if you clean as you go, everything won't be a total complete mess when you're all done, okay? So I'm just gonna roll out just a couple of more of these, fry up maybe 2 or 3 more, and drop them in the pan, because I know my son, he's gonna come back and he's gonna say, Mommy, can I have another one? He does it every single time, okay? So these are his favorite little breads. He have fallen in love with these for some reason. I know why he like them, because he like his on the sweet side. So I'll show you the flavors in 2 minutes. Now sometimes if I don't want to cook all of the dough in one night, I don't have to. I'll usually just put the remainder of it back into my bowl and cover it and put it in the refrigerator, and it'll be just as good tomorrow as it is today, okay? I would say if you do that, take the dough out for a little while and let it kind of not be so extremely cold when you get ready to put it in the pan. So just let it sit out a little room temperature before you get ready to cook it. Okay, so now the flour that I did not use, I can just take it and put it right back in here so that I won't have any wasted flour. Okay, now that I am all done with everything, I'm going to take the bread. I covered it up like this to keep it warm. I think the bread tastes a lot better when you eat it fresh and hot than it do when you let it sit for hours and eat it later. But because you have the yogurt in it, it's not going to be bad when you eat it later, because it's still going to have a nice soft texture in the middle. But if you like that extra crunch on the edges, it'll wear out after so many hours. So it'll be not so crunchy on the edges, okay? So let's go ahead and put some flavors on this bread. We're gonna do 2 flavors tonight, okay? So I can show you 2 flavors tonight in 2 ways that you can make your unleavened bread at home. Okay, so since I don't want to keep Mr. Legend waiting, this is one of his favorite flavored ones. Have you ever been to a youth fair and they made you some elephant ears or something like that? So he likes his with cinnamon. If you don't have regular cinnamon, you can use the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust or whatever. Or if you're gonna do both, I'll probably do it with both, but make it very light, don't overdo it, because you also have a powdered sugar, the same as like what they put when you are at the youth fair. So that's why he likes his so much, because he likes his sweet, okay? So let me get a smaller piece of bread like this, the one that we had first, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of cinnamon. This is simple white powdered sugar, okay, the same like the youth fair. And we're just going to put a little bit of that on there. Try not to go too crazy, y'all. Well, do whatever you want. I try not to go too crazy with the white sugar, because with my son, I guess maybe because my son is only 8 and it gets everywhere. Okay, so that's one flavor. Okay, so this is how he likes his. I usually just cut it maybe in 4s or something like that for him. And this is the first one. Okay, so this is a cinnamon sugar unleavened bread, and this is my son's favorite one. Okay, so we have our second piece of unleavened bread, and the first one was sweet. So now this time, let's say you made a dinner and you want to make like a garlic bread. Now another good tip, if you was to make all garlic bread and you didn't want it to be anything else or be multitasking with it, you can put garlic powder in your batter instead of regular salt. Okay, that's only if the whole batch is going to be for garlic bread. So right now, today we're mixing flavors, so I only used salt, remember. So for this one, we're going to play around with it. I like Italian, so let's pretend that this is going to be our garlic bread. So since we're going to play around and make this a garlic bread, this was all balled up like this, so that's why it looks so crazy, you guys. You can also use a garlic butter, okay, instead of a regular butter. Unfortunately, I did put regular butter on it already, but let's just pretend, okay, it's not even really super duper hot anymore, but let's just put some garlic butter on there, okay. And we're going to play around with the flavors. So I just pulled any and everything I could find in my cabinet that has some type of Italian vibe to it. So this is a Dano's, and this right here has a little bit of an Italian taste to it too as well. You can sprinkle some of this if you have some of this in your house. I have some garlic parmesan right here by Weber. I'm gonna go a little light if you're gonna put a lot of flavors, go light, okay. I have some dipping mix. Now this is great if you just want to make you a fresh loaf of bread in the oven from scratch, and you just put olive oil and put this in the oil and mix it together. This is a really good dip for bread. This doesn't have a thing on it, so we really got to be careful with this one. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this on here, okay. And I have some Parmesan cheese. You can do that if you like. Just do whatever makes your taste buds happy, okay. Okay, so last but not least, to maybe top this off, you can probably put some parsley. I don't know if you are a tomato and basil girl or something like that. Another thing, you guys, if you wanted to make this like a flatbread pizza, you can also do that, okay? Because you can simply put some tomato sauce right on the top, your favorite tomato sauce or pizza sauce, and just sprinkle you some cheese on top. Maybe some mozzarella, some Parmesan, I don't know, whatever type of cheese you like. Put it in the oven just only to melt the cheese and cut it up, girl, and you'll have yourself a little pizza. So these are just some different recipes that you can do with your unleavened bread when it's the time of Passover or just when it's the Shabbat, okay, or Sabbath day.
Mommy, you the best.
Mommy the best?
Yeah.
All right, so your bread was good?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, I just wanted to take a little bite. Okay, you guys, that is going to conclude my little unleavened bread recipe. Again, do whatever flavors you like, and if you guys try this recipe, let me know, and let me know how much you liked it or if you liked it at all. And in the meantime, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if it is your new year, happy new year to you, and I will see you guys on the next video. Cheers.